We ain't doing no intro, no nothing. We just jumping into it.
Girl, we are the intro. I'm just playing. I'm
Oh,
just
yes, we are the intro. We are the intro. Okay, we're off balance today because we're doing a quickie. We doing a quickie.
what? I didn't know. I don't really prefer those, being that I'm dried up and nothing's happening. you know, Whenever that happens again in my life, I need it to be a little bit lengthy.
Yeah,
Let me
and
drink some water and shut up.
we're not sure. I don't have no what. I don't have nothing in my cup. I got my cup and nothing in it. We
That and kiwi. I think me and my son are the only two that eat kiwi with a spoon.
I have nothing in my cup. So we're not for sure if anyone's gonna jump in on our live right now because I was late getting
But we're
everything.
good with that though.
But we're okay because you still can watch it whenever because
And
it's
we
on.
love each other. And we love you guys too. So whenever they jump in, like, that's cool. Cause like maybe we should jump in on their comments a little later this week if we see, somebody is saying something.
Yeah. If you guys jump in on the comments after you realize that we did post this, and
Yeah.
watch it later we will jump in and respond to the comments
Mhm.
because we felt like that this could not be not talked about. Okay, my that English was not good. Okay, so basically, why we are here is because I started off. Mr. Costa came in. Miss Nicole was with me on some parts. We started off doing "Ready to Love Miami," right? But then I got so booked and busy, and I never came back to it because it kind of wasn't interesting anymore. A lot, you like so, but then it came out with this reunion, and I cannot not address the shenanigans on this reunion. So I called Mr. Cousin. I was just like, girl, we gotta do this. We gotta talk about this reunion before we get back into our
Mhm.
platonic. And yesterday we were booked and busy and bothered, so we couldn't make our show because we had some very important things that needed to be taken care of, right? So we had to push the show back. So we're gonna talk about that after this. We're gonna take a brief minute. We're gonna come back and do 30 minutes of last night's, and then we will resume at our regular scheduled time next Saturday, 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern. Okay, but then we're still gonna do our Potomac like normal tonight. So let's jump into the shenanigans and this reunion for Ready to Love Miami. Okay, so we're gonna play a little bit. I don't know, Mr. Cox, you want to say something about it before I start playing it?
Okay, so yes, I kind of do.
Okay.
So as y'all know, like we're jumping into the part two. So where it was with the first part, it was crazy then as well. Like I was baffled and taken back and bothered. Yeah, I was bothered. Um, by how I didn't remember people. Like look at Monica, stop. I didn't remember. Okay, so the cast is Swayze, Katie, and
Mm-hmm.
Randall, just what, just why, just Jamala, headband lady, Mike, Brandy, Trinika, LJ, Sharice, Samson, Zoe, Kayla, Looney, um, Feet Dude, Dominica.
Feet dude.
You know the dude that revealed that he liked feet. That's why he sucked on that girl's toe when he was sucking on Sharice's toe. How do y'all not remember? You remember that, right? When he was just on Sharice's toe, and then he comes to find out he has a foot fetish. So yeah, he's like feet dude. And I don't know, what do you do with a dude that has foot fetish? Like, he may not cheat on you with a whole woman, but he might cheat on you with her feet. Like, how do you handle
I
that?
don't like people licking on my feet. It's just nasty. I don't want no dogs licking on my feet. I want no men licking on my feet. I don't like it. I don't like that feeling. It just feels mushy. I don't
Does
like it.
somebody like feet licked and stuff out there? Look, can you put that in the
Did
comments?
you not see that? Hey, help us with Hey Miss Queen Paradise. Oh, you found us? Oh, thank you for turning your notifications on. Do you like your feet licked?
I don't know, but foot dude. So that's what he talked about. He was like, "Yes, I do have a foot fetish." You know, he talked about in the first episode, and I didn't know he had a foot fetish. And I'm like, that's a whole nother level. So you worried about this man? He cheating with somebody's feet. He might not have went all the way, but he might have kissed the feet. Like, that's team too much. And then Flower Child. So, and Fallback. Did I talk about Fallback?
Who is Fallback?
That's Dominica. That's Dominica. Because I'm mad at friends, but we'll get into that later. So yeah, I was taken back by that. I was taken back by I guess Sharice, when she picked at Dominica's name and they said they made up that crazy mess. I was taken back by Dominica calling out Mike. Now I got a question to the people, to the IE audience. Did y'all think them strawberries that Mike gave to Brandy at the end of that episode came from the girl that she said that she was messing with, the strawberry lady? Do y'all think that man was that crazy where he gave this woman strawberries from the woman he messing with? Do y'all think that is what happened? Somebody put that in the comments. Do you think that's what went on?
Yeah, I think so. Because niggas do stuff like that. Hey, LSW, you know that he gave her them strawberries from that lady and she made them. And she did that. Let me tell you something about these niggas in these streets, baby. they for the shenanigans and that is from the streets. They will do it all the time. Okay?
No.
See, today is not sophisticated
Tell
shade.
it, Mo. Put it out there, Mo.
Sophisticated shade,
Let
because
them know.
it was too much drama on this show for me to be sophisticated today. Okay, this is raw shade today. This is Monica in the 25, not Monica 47. This is Monica when she was 25. That was some bullshit. You know good so well, Lord forgive me, today is the Sabbath. You know good so well that he brought them strawberries and had that girl to make them strawberries and get her late.
The point of it. That's the point of it. Is that I know he did. So when Dominique, when Fallback said to him, like, you didn't even really give me that moment, that time when we know that you messing with the girl and they call her, she the strawberry lady, but her name starts with a J. I'm like, get into it. For what? For why did you give her that on national TV? Like, why did you do that? And we know he probably had to put we know that girl's business. Listen, Brandy. Hey, Brandy, listen. This Jacosta. If you want to find out if that's true, you know that those strawberries, they had to give the name of the company. Go back and look at the credits. Find the name of the company. If that girl names that start with the J is in them credits, you know this woman, Dominica Fallback, was not lying.
And then another thing is, okay, but then another thing is,
Okay.
check this out, guys. Check this out.
Uh-oh.
Did Brandy not go and look at Mike's IG? Come on, Brandy.
I'm
not just saying.
Wait a minute. Let me text you what you need to tell the people, because you know I'm trying to keep it real. But I can't.
Okay, you want 25 Monica to say it? You want 25-year-old Monica to say it?
Yeah.
25 Monica is finna come, y'all. Yeah.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Let me make sure I spell it right. Is there you go.
Okay. All right, so I just received a message.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. Breaking news about what's her name again?
Brandy.
Oh, I thought you had gave her another name.
Dominica Fallback.
Oh, stewardess. I just got a message about the stewardess that 25 Monica has to say. She dicked them. Dicked them. How do we say it right?
Matized.
Dickmatized.
Getting off this thing with you. This is too much fun. Okay.
That's why.
Brandy, and maybe he changed his ways. Let's bring it in.
Okay.
No, he probably did.
No, he didn't. Okay, so that's what that is about. She is dickmatized. Okay. So, with that being said, we get it. We understand. We are okay with it. All right.
And you live and you learn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we got the strawberry lady, like the candy lady that used to be in the, in your neighborhood, the icy lady that used to be in your neighborhood. And then we had Zoe that tried to fight Swayze. And then we had Shakira. Then we had Shakira, who felt betrayed, but nobody knows why. And it was all confusing. And then that's when we started getting into where we are right now, the second part 2. That's all I wanted to say.
Well, I wanted to talk about when I wanted to talk about because I really didn't even really get to. I missed the part where Swayze wanted to fight that
was in part 1.
That was in part 1. I missed the part where Swayze wanted to fight.
So it was confusing to me. I didn't know why he wanted.
I was like, what? I mean, okay, so what happened? Why was the fight breaking out? Like, why?
Because, like he said, I guess I wasn't old enough, and then he was like, "What you mean, Playboy?" And then he was like, "It didn't make sense." And so I don't think maybe they didn't edit it correctly because it did not make sense.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know, Monica, because it really made totally no sense at all.
Oh, okay. Well, all right.
I mean, Swayze came up that jacket. Then Zoe was sitting there like this with his phone, and then he was counting on his fingers. I didn't know what he was counting when he was on it. Like, I didn't know he was like, 1 don't whoop his butt, 2 don't whoop his butt.
Yeah, I thought that though. Like he was like, maybe that's a part of that's therapy for him.
And then he got up and he left. Like, I have a $35 million portfolio. I don't have time for this,
You don't have time to be going to jail and looking foolish. I definitely get it. I understand. Yeah. All right. So let's listen to a little bit on part 2, guys. Let's do that.
Ooh. Part 2 starts with them arguing, right?
Can you hear? Okay. Well, it's going to tell us a little bit about part 1.
Union special. So what happened after the cameras quit rolling? It's been a role that has had really big ups, really big downs.
It's not dating exclusively anymore, from what I hear.
From what you hear. See, it's way more than y'all ain't telling me. You think Mike and Brandy have a stronger connection than you and Mike?
No, there was a deeper, raw realness that I feel like we have between us.
How do you feel about your connection? Say that. If you don't understand my personality, that's on you too.
Well, really, your personality is fake as
That's
That's laughable.
You were laughing. I gotta go. The show does not make me. I'm alive. I run a $35 million portfolio.
And you just said it in my
He
ear
left the
about
whole
wanting to
show.
be friends and
Baby, I love you.
No,
I
you
think you're amazing.
She's psychotic.
I'm not psychotic, and I'm not a bitch.
Yes,
but
you
I am a
are.
bitch.
B.I.G. in front of it. Bitch, I would cut the out of you. That's you.
I want you to listen.
pause right here. All right. As young women, young African American women, okay, to get on a public TV dating show and to use the words that were used in this particular episode, this particular scene, when Kaden told Cherise, what is her name? Cherise, that she said she was gonna slap the shit out of her. Did she say that? So how did you ladies feel about that? Put that in the comments. If you're in a situation, you think it was too much? It was too much. And I think as a grown adult woman at the age that we are, because I'm assuming she's between the ages of 30 and 40, if not more.
Who?
Kaden. I know Sharice is probably
35.
Okay. Between the ages of 30 and 40, both of them. I'm going to put a little bit more on it. Between the ages of 30 and 45. Let's just say.
Sharice is 43.
Okay. So between the ages of 30 and 45, we know better and should do better.
It wasn't that serious.
It wasn't that serious for you to say you're going to slap the shit out of somebody, because now you have made this woman, and I know if people are not Sharice fans, you wasn't her fan from day one or whatever. We don't know this woman not to like her. We don't know any of these people not to like them. We are only forming our own opinions on what we're seeing that the cameras are showing us. Let's get that straight. Now, the cameras showed us that Kaden is toxic on several occasions. Okay. And yeah, Miss Monica said it. And you can get on my IG, my whatever y'all get on and start smacking and talking about the bloggers. But you can talk about me, I don't care, because I'm talking about you. It was very unnecessary, and it could have been handled much more in a more sophisticated, classier way. You were looking too beautiful in that yellow dress to be acting such a fool, because you was acting like that. And then you had this lady to get up to act like that. And then Tommy had to raise his voice at women. This is how men have to talk to a woman.
But let me say this, because I like that you're making that reference that he had to raise his voice, but he didn't do that when Zoe was up there telling her, you fake is. Excuse me. Tommy did not say, hey, wait a minute. Is that what we're supposed to be doing to women? He didn't say nothing. Okay, so let's make that clear.
That's my point.
So with when the black women start having, a rift, then it's such a big deal. Well, it was a daggone big deal when Zoe was telling her that. Now she is fake. Let's make no. I gotta be honest. She is fake, but he didn't need to do all of that. She fake. You fake. You bloop 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 whoop bloop whoop and whoop whoop whoop. No.
Yeah. But see, that's the thing. That's the point I'm trying to make. That put us in a position to where men are always saying that we are angry black women. We are always upset. We are drama queens. We giving them the right to say that. And that's why he felt okay to holler at us and didn't holler at the man. Because that's how we allow ourselves to be positioned. Should just cross your legs and just look pretty. Okay? That's just it, because that wasn't that serious. Now, the serious part was when you made the statement. Now, what Sharice did in my book was the correct way to respond. Because I'm going to tell you, 25-year-old Monica, 47-year-old Monica probably would have got up too. Because my mama taught me when somebody behind you talking shit, you don't sit there and let them talk shit in the back of your head. Because they can hit you in the back of your head. So you get up and you turn around and you face that person. She did what needed to be done. 25-year-old Monica would have turned around and would have took that shoe off and would have hit you upside your head, because 25-year-old Monica was taught, don't let them get the first lick first. So that's what 25-year-old Monica would have did. 47-year-old Monica would have did exactly what Sharice did and stood up and faced her. But you put her in that position. Okay? I think she did say she was in Baltimore at one point. All right, so let's go ahead and roll a little bit more. Let's see. Okay, now it's gonna come on. Give me a minute, baby.
Let's be clear. Go ahead. I did. Sharice, Taylor, you can't step in. So it's not about you not letting her talk. What's going on? Like, you just said that. I will all these bitches like me yelling at me. You said you're not gonna let her touch you. You wanna come over here? Like, we need to break this up. Yes, Sharice, you come over here.
Can we finish?
Let's calm our nerves. Y'all didn't have a great bond. Okay, move on. Get over it. Tell me this, and I apologize for always getting out of character. What I hate is the constant. It was like when the clip finished, Erin, she's like, sister, but she muffled that. And it's just like, how 1 minute you're saying sister, and the next minute you're like, I said what I said. So she was just told me you were going to slap me. Listen, I'm just telling you my part. I am tired of the fakeness. Like I said, so am I. I don't talk about any of these ladies and everybody.
Okay, let's pause right there because we ain't finna look and listen to all this gibberish. Now, I'm going to ask my sister over here a question. Is this not a dating show for them to meet the potential mate? Or is it a dating show for them to make friends with other women?
See, I think that's where it kind of gets twisted. I don't think you should be nasty to anybody. But I think you should just come in and be cordial to the ladies. And because you just never know if you guys are interested in the same guy, or things just go south, go left, or even if you're not and you just have the worst attitude. Ladies, whoever comes to Ready to Love going forward, come ready to love, not ready to fight the next chick. Like,
say it again. I don't think they heard you. They didn't hear you. They didn't hear you.
Not ready to fight. It's ready to love. It's not ready to I whoop all these bitchs is what she said. For what? For why, Katie? And what did she gain from making that statement? That's what I don't know. And I don't think she should have made that statement. I think that was dumb of her to make that statement, talking about she was gonna fight all of them. For what? For why? You know, she just made it even worse. And then Kayla, I don't want this thing. What Kayla was doing, I don't want this. Why do Black women always have to do this and go there? Well, let me tell you something. It ain't just Black women, because if you watch all of these little Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, New York City, Orange County, Beverly Hills, New Jersey, all of those other housewives channels, and baby, they do all of that arguing as well. So what you have to say is, why do women come together and have this issue? Not why do Black women come together? Does that make sense, Mo?
Quit blaming everything on the Black woman. We are women and we all do the same thing. We all do the same thing. It's no color. It's none of that. Has to do with how we act as women, because we are emotional beings. We are very emotional and we do emotional acts. And sometimes we act before we think. Okay. So I don't matter what color you are. Get that straight. Stop saying that. Stop putting us all in a box together, especially in a negative box. All right. We all act a fool. We all act a fool about our kids. We all act a fool about our men. Women of other colors go out and cut off penises too when they get cheated on. It ain't just one. Get that straight. We all do the same thing. And I definitely agree. Facts. We all do the same thing. Okay, we all got nasty attitudes the same way, but we all can and should start thinking before we are reacting. Okay, because your kids come back and watch these type of things. I have to be mindful of things that I might say here. Sometimes I have to think about it. Oh, my baby watches YouTube too. So I have to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, I'm doing what I need to do. You know, we have jobs. People get fired these days because of YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. They lose their whole careers. Fortunately, I work for myself, but still in all, I have clients. You know, I can't be up here having all nasty type of shade because I have people that pay me for my business, but they look at me as a businesswoman. So I have to act like that sometimes. And then sometimes I might lose myself. And then Mr. Costa send me a message. So you got to bring it back. I might have to bring it back a little bit. But I'm not finna be on TV telling nobody I'm going to, they didn't pay her to say that. This is my point. If it ain't no money, it ain't making sense to me. Now, if you gonna say, hey, I'm gonna pay you this amount of money to say this line, it depends on what the money is, I might say. But if they ain't pay her, they didn't pay her to tell those young ladies that. They pay her no attention. Now, somebody else might ask her to be on another show. Why? Because she showed them how ignorant she could be. Thank you. Sorry, I said it. Okay. Got something else to say? Yeah. Okay, let's roll the clip.
One person at a
Sharice
time.
likes to talk about certain things, and then you have a conversation with her thinking it's a safe space, and she'll project it onto you. To her, that's saying. Am I lying? I don't understand why Black women always have to do this. Like, why can't we be good? Why is it always Black women arguing, like fighting? I'm so sick of it. Like, with these people. I am trying over and over again. Whatever. Every time a thing is not for you, Big Bird. You said you were It's done. It's done.
Okay. Big Mike. Mike. Mike, man, this man. If he's about Brandy, man, I ain't talking about nothing else.
That's right.
Ever since I got on this show, women messing with me, man. I'd rather fight a dude than a woman. Like, you good, Mike? Give me some vibes, Mike. So listen, I will say this. We are all adults here. All right, we all trying to find love, but I want us to find some peace. Whether we find peace here, whether we find it off the camera, I don't care. But let's find it. Let's at least walk away saying we are some positive, strong Black people headed in the right direction. And let's set an example for everybody that's watching us. Can we at least agree to do that?
Yes.
All right.
That statement should have been made at the beginning of the show.
Go ahead.
That statement should have been made at the beginning of the show.
But this is part 2. So it should have been made after part 1. They taped them all at the same time. So this is one whole day. So he should have made that when.
That's why I say it should have been made at the beginning.
Yeah, when Swayze was taking out his jacket. Yeah.
I don't know. Let's fast forward. Let's get to Looney and Justice, honey.
Okay, here it go.
I just gotta take a step back.
When you say all in, you mean being in a.
Okay.
Man, so I can choose her. Like, in other words, I would like a person to be like, yo, Just, this on.
I just don't do that thing.
Right.
Anything like that. Because
Well,
because that's how it is. Unfortunately, the ladies just think they're not ready to love.
okay. Woo! Man, just being me. I'm just being me. First of all, how you doing? You good? Yeah, I'm good. Okay, great. Yeah. All right, so let me ask you this. You got a unique understanding about this process. Mm-hmm. Do you think I'm a man and I want a woman that want to put herself in position with me? And then I can say, I like this woman or I like this woman, but to try to talk to 10 women, that's difficult for me.
Oh, gosh.
By you not pursuing, do you think you limited yourself in this process? You know, I did reach out and I did talk to different individuals, ladies, obviously. And some of those conversations went great and some of them did. But I feel like I was forcing it. You know, if I'm like, hey, what you doing? You know what I mean? I don't even know your vibe yet. Like, I don't even know what you on.
So what happened with you and Looney? Because she had a connection with you and she was vouching for you in the ladies' lounge. So what?
Okay, let's stop right here. Why she in everybody's business? Was they talking to her? Why? Okay, I just was wondering.
Looney is very dope, but at the same time, I think in the midst of everything that was going on, I decided to say, hey, look, I gotta wait until everything is kind of dead. Like, we can continue as friends and be cool and cordial.
Okay, wait.
But I just felt as though if it was a true connection, sometimes you gotta separate to come back.
What happened? Where are you guys with this connection?
I'm not interested in fake.
Are you saying he was fake?
I'm not saying he was fake, but I feel like there was a lot that I just didn't like. We're not friends. We don't talk. And I think that's unfortunate.
This is shocking to me because when y'all left, who pulled back?
I truly feel like Justice pulled back.
It wasn't because there's anything wrong with Looney. Looney's great. It's just that to be in a relationship, I believe that
we know. Pause it. We know wasn't nothing wrong with Looney. Just why, just how, just just enough is what you was trying to be. You just wanted to give just a little, so you could get on this show. And I'm still confused. But go ahead.
Okay. Because I like Looney and I think she's adorable. And there's nothing wrong with her. But there's a lot wrong with him. Okay, I said it.
In order for me to experience all of you, if I have that, then I just gotta take a step back.
When you say all in, you mean being in a full committed monogamous relationship? Is that what you were offering?
Well, see, the thing is, you put it in a box. You give titles to it.
Okay, no. See,
I'm answering.
Okay?
Can I answer it?
Go ahead.
Oh, you want to answer for me?
No, go ahead.
Okay, so the thing is, you put it in a box and you say this: love doesn't have boundaries. It doesn't have a box. If our connection is showing love, and in this case, it really was. It became difficult when you have that type of energy and you're in a process and you have to be with others.
Why are you looking like that?
Instead of hurting this woman, I stepped away.
I get what he's saying because that's what me and Swayze went through.
Going on all at one
No,
time.
I don't.
You don't want me to
I
but
agree
you don't
with
want to
him.
be in a committed relationship.
Were you leaving?
He gives me a headache.
Okay, so Looney left. Big Bird said she agreed with him. And she tried to say somebody else did. I'm trying to understand. Go ahead and you take it from there. Okay.
Just how, just and why, just just what. He said he doesn't like being with multiple energies. He said he couldn't do 10 women, date 10 women. Huh? Brother, didn't they tell you the premise of this entire show that you agreed to go on? Because when I watched your interview yesterday, you knew what you were getting into. The thing is, you weren't ready for what you were getting into, but you knew what you were getting into. And he makes no sense. Like, I was trying to follow you, just what, but just like I was trying to grasp what this meant. But this man, and bless his heart. Y'all know that's what Southern people say, right?
Bless his heart.
Bless his heart. He's on the spectrum. Allegedly. Because that's how I feel. And how do I say that? And how can I be confident and stand it? I think he knows that. And I think he should have led with that, because that would have been amazing to see a man on the spectrum on a show and be able to kind of navigate it. And women really would have got an understanding of what his ticky ticky boom boom was happening. You know, it was ticky ticky boom boom. and everybody wanted to call that man Justice. And I was like, and he said that was his grandfather's name. That's what he said on his interview yesterday. Because I needed to listen to this man's interview because I don't like thinking some way about somebody. Let me find out more. And then I was like, the test determined that I was right. God dog. So it is, his name is Just Why. Just Just what? Just just no. Just stop. So we can just stop if you want to and go to. And then Looney had the nerve to be all linked up with him, just all hugged up to him the rest of the show. Like, what is she doing? Looney. That was kind of loony. Ding, 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 ding.
That's why, maybe.
Because
she was holding up to her name.
It was giving, It was giving, girl, what you doing? It was giving desperate. It was giving settle. It was giving, I have no one else. Because as we all know, her, Trinika, and Sharice said they all are dating LJ. So I guess she was just trying to jump in and add somebody else to her pot because didn't Looney say she liked polygamy? Am I wrong? Am I right?
Did she?
I thought so, honey.
And what was the episode?
I digress. Go on, honey. Go
Okay,
to
let's
me.
see.
You know what I mean? It's not that this is not real, but it's involving multiple energies. It's not a one-on-one. Let's just focus on us and move forward. You know, my goal right now is to work on the things that the ladies were saying, delivery, the way I come across, how I speak. I took all that in consideration. I know it went up talking to you. I think you're a good man. Thank you. I appreciate it. I honestly do. So I wish you nothing but good stuff, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right? Yeah. Coming up, we're talking to the mighty Samson and his... I do not want the Barbie doll. I prefer brains over bow ties. Just for you.
What do you think about Mr. Samson?
I was already gifted. I was already being romantic.
That's it. Actions speak louder than words.
Told that me and you never.
Okay.
What's up with the gift? Explain that to Tom. I'm Southern. I was always taught that if a woman is giving you her time, the least you can do is bring along something meaningful, thoughtful. Token of appreciation. Yeah. Do you feel like people misunderstood that with you bringing gifts? I got calls from the ladies, some of the ladies that were really appreciative. Some of those gifts are growing in their homes. That means a lot to me. They cherish the gift. I mean, I know this much. If someone gives me something, I'm going to appreciate it. Ladies, what type of vibes were you getting from Samson during this process?
Samson was definitely a perfect gentleman. But for me personally, I definitely felt like Samson was giving me friend vibes.
Watching him with other women and the gifts and the
Pause
days.
it. Pause it. Whoa. Samson was giving y'all friend vibes and he wasn't giving y'all Santa Claus. Like Samson was giving me Santa Claus all day long. Meaning bringing these gifts, but he really don't exist. You'll get that later. Y'all will get that later. You can go on and hit play.
Santa Claus ain't real.
Samson ain't either.
Have you guys watched him? Do you watch his lives in the morning when he's doing his workouts and things in his IG?
Is it amazing?
And he's giving his spiritual.
Oh, but this is so. Should I watch it, Monica? Is it going to help me get closer to the kingdom?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. Keep going.
Gentleman, and I felt like he was giving a little bit of himself, showing like, I listen to you when we talk. He knows how I feel about him, and he knows that I respect him, and I wish him all the best.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
I too feel like Samson is genuine, but there was just a certain, I feel like a threshold that me and you never got past. The vibes that I was getting there was a connection, but it just never got all the way to the connection that I wanted. I don't want to say it was just friends because I was romantically connected to you. I just wanted more.
Sharice,
Yes.
what do you think things went wrong?
What I was getting from the ladies was that he was not telling them that I was the one. And that's all I wanted was for him to let them know. Whoever else was claiming whoever, I want to be claimed. I was willing to give us a chance. I was. My whole heart was in it.
Every lady on the show understood me better than Sharice did. And it was unfortunate because I invested more time in her for that, even though I didn't come out and say, claiming you, you're the one. I'm not that type of person.
Let's not saying that's stupid. He's like, that's frivolous. He'll be like, just use regular words. Trish, you understand what he said?
I just.
Why? Why does it matter how he talking? Why are you and her in somebody else's business? And why is she out laying on you on TV in the room? I'm just trying to understand you two, both of you. Act like y'all got some class or some sense about the way that you carry yourselves. And then got something to say about everybody. But you want to fight and jump and beat up everybody. Too old for that shit.
Just wanted him to say, listen, it's me and you. That's it. Actions speak louder than words. And I couldn't see what you were doing with everybody else.
Yeah, it didn't matter to me what you were doing with everybody else.
Okay.
I was hoping that you could do the same for me, because love to me is reciprocation.
Mm-hmm.
So I believed in you despite everything that was going on around you with your name in it.
I believed in you too, despite what I had to listen to all your gift giving.
The stuff you heard about me was good. The stuff I heard about you was bad. You know, it's not even a thing, Sharice, don't you?
The stuff I heard about me was good. The stuff I heard about you was bad. Well, Santa, not necessarily, Santa. Not necessarily. Because you said that's a Southern thing, giving gifts, and I'm not going to knock that. You know what I mean? Santa Claus, did you need to give everybody something? Because at some point, Santa, if you really liked Sharice and you wanted her to be your Mrs. Claus, should you have still been giving anything to anybody? Should you have been telling them anything? No, you were supposed to hone in on that person the same way that Sway was honing in on Katie. You know, but you didn't want Sharice. Everybody could feel that. I think you and Sharice wanted to stay on the show. Carmen and Donovan. I mean, y'all are definitely giving Carmen and Donovan. That's what you're giving. I don't know. Monica might disagree.
I totally agree. They just wanted to stay on the show. I agree that he definitely wanted to stay on the show. Not Sharice, I don't know, for kind of, sort of. I think she kind of thought that she could do something with him. It did kind of start off like that in a little bit, but then he shifted on her because, see, you have to understand, you know, nobody likes Sharice, fine, whatever the case may be. But Sharice is a very strong individual woman. One thing I can say about Sharice, she knows what she wants, and she just wasn't accepting none of the BS. It is what it is. She knows, she's a woman that knows what she wants, and she is like somebody else kind of I know. She ain't giving in on that. Like, you can't just go in and tell her, oh, you was the best thing that ever came across my eye, and I am just all into you, and I'm ready to give it to you all. She not hearing it. Like, you got to actually deliver to her. You got to show her. And that's what she's been screaming the whole time. Well, I mean, you're not giving that to me. You're giving everybody gifts. I understand it's a Southern thing, but I don't believe that's necessarily true. You just don't go around just giving gifts to everybody. And if he liked Sharice, like he was holding on to her the whole time, he wasn't showing really interest in anyone else but her. So why was you still giving gifts to everyone else? I'm so confused on Santa Claus.
It's a little sus.
Yeah, it's just it's something about him that makes me not believe too much of what he says. Like, it seems like he has a good representative, and that's kind of scary to me.
Well, I said he was Santa Claus. Get into it.
Yeah.
Santa. Hey, Santa. Hey, Santa. Hey, Santa.
For him to say, I don't know what you're doing with everyone else, but we all know that she wasn't dating anyone but him. That's that narcissistic ass.
I just want to stop and say that Trinikia looked at beautiful. She looked at very classy, and I loved the way her hair was. Hey, boo boo.
Renika. Okay.
Yeah, she looked at really nice.
I just want to say, Samson, I do want you to understand something. She just wanted to be held at a higher standard than everyone else. And I can say this personally because to me, I didn't know if you were really genuinely interested or not. I'm kind of like Brandy. It's not moving any forward. It's just kind of here.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a communication problem?
For sure. I mean, I'm not a great communicator, as you can see, but you didn't seem to understand what I was saying. And all I was saying is, listen, everyone else has made a claim. You have not stated your claim. And that's something that I needed for myself. I know when someone is into me.
You don't think he was into you?
He showed me he was into me, but he was showing the other ladies as well. This is a fast-going process. But at the same time, Mike, Swayze, Randall, they were into the women that they were into. Samson was kind of playing the field.
Every single time she said this to me, this is not the first time I've heard this. I said, okay, who am I speaking to early in the morning? Who am I speaking to before we go to sleep?
But when we went in the last and the ladies were saying they was talking to you every day as well.
Okay.
So that was giving. Were you naughty or were you nice? You know, like, who am I speaking to in the morning? Who am I speaking to in the evening? Like, what does Santa say? What is the song? Checking my list twice, making sure that you're naughty, not nice. I'm checking my text twice, morning and night. That's what he was saying, girl. Santa Claus. Samson Claus is coming to town.
Oh, let's get it. He knows when you are sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows when you've been better.
So be good for goodness sake. Oh,
Samson will call. Samson will text. Samson will let you know he's all right. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Santa Claus! Hey, Santa Claus!
Oh, Santa! Yes, girl, he just didn't want you to be his Mrs. Claus because, as he told you, he had a girlfriend and they were friends from the church, and then they just decided after the show wrap that they were gonna make it official. Man, bye.
What?
Here's one thing, because it's the journey, it's the process. But I'm talking about the time throughout the day. Who got the time? A man doesn't have to say.
Yes, you are.
It's a stretch.
Let me hear you, Mike.
Teresa's a dominant female. Again, she has ways and standards how she wants to be hunted. He chases a certain way. They both have their standards, was who is willing to bend.
Right.
That what she expect for him to actually do it. Do he want to do it? I don't know.
So let me ask you, where is Samson right now? Are you dating? What's happening?
What? Know that?
I didn't see that coming. She attends my church. Just been friends. Decided to speak.
Samson, he said all the guys was talking bad about me. Y'all said bad about me. But that's the picture he painted that he said.
Away from here, away from me, away from Ready to Love, away from everything. I'm wishing everybody the best.
I have a girlfriend. That's amazing. Congratulations. But us, and so to hear you have a girlfriend.
No.
Let me hear you, Mike.
Teresa's a dominant female. They both have. You see that coming? She attends my church. Just been friends. Decided to become exclusive after this journey wrapped up.
Teresa, where are you currently right now?
I am popping. All right. Okay. I don't get it. Like, just surprise
anybody.
Oh, girl, we got a guess. Oh, no, let's see. I'm gonna have to hold on. Let me change the graphics so we can bring out this. Let's see what. Oh, look! I hear. Somebody wanted to come in and join the shenanigans. You is late for the party.
You late for this party? I'm about to head.
Okay, I'm trying to get us together. Okay, that's good. Okay.
Oh my
God.
Hey, girl.
Hey.
Look who came to see us.
Let me.
We were just talking about how cute you were, how beautiful you looked on a reunion.
Thank you. She is a stylist. She has her own company called. So they glammed me up. Was the one who my shoes and gave me the whole look was like over $2,000.
Really, it was amazing. Your hair, your dress, everything was amazing.
Thank
Yes.
you.
We have Miss Sean. She's look you're driving.
Yeah, because I have an event to go to. The lady I was trying to get ready. This thing on my car to hold the phone. Oh, sorry, that's all over the place right now. So me for kind of while we on this, while we're right.
Okay, we got you right there. I can see you. Yeah, your earrings are pretty.
Okay.
You look pretty.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm trying to.
gorgeous.
Okay, I'm right here. So shoot, and it okay. Just I know while I drive. My phone is it kind of broke. Wait. I'm sorry. Oh my God.
No.
It's not. I guess.
Okay, there it goes. Yeah. Oh.
I give up. I'm gonna put my glasses. Shoot, these things are dirty. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
There you go. Hi.
Oh,
So we thank you
for my moment. Like, okay, the show. Oh my! Just trying to get social break a little mental health.
Oh, I'm. You're giving it a break.
Little like I'm not, because it's not real life. It's for the show. In real life, like I don't do pretend stuff. So it's back to it's not.
You're back to your real life.
Y'all.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not. So, two is not good for me. And yeah, so chatting about.
We're just going over the show. So let me repeat because I can think because you're glitching. So she's saying, Miss Sean is saying, for you guys that did not hear, the show is not really real life, and now she's back to reality. So she's taking a break from social media and getting back into her real life. Because I'm sure that social media is draining at this point with all of the different comments, all of everybody's opinion. And so now she's taking a mental break. Am I correct? Yes or no?
That is taking, as much. Because, it's just not a line, and I don't or and it's kind of this whole thing. Interesting, very interesting. TV is nothing new, but being on a reality is another beast where people still to you are or with they think you know. I know my family. You know what? They at all, but it's
Okay.
Area that
it's going in and out. It's going in and out. We're gonna let Ms. Jacosta review what you just said, because I'm sure that she definitely can relate to that and a lot of what she just said. Because we can hear you, but it's just pieces. But we definitely we good.
Oh, I didn't hear.
You didn't hear? She said that she said that being on TV is nothing, but being on a reality show ways different a lot. And people are forming opinions about what they think and not exactly who you are because of what they see. What we said earlier is that we can't not dislike someone, but we can only form opinions on what the camera is showing us. Basically.
Yeah. Yes. You know, it's the reception, you know, like in a certain part, the reception is the best.
Yeah, it's skipping. It's just skipping. Yeah, I think it's because of the program when you guys are using the live on the program. You know, they haven't equipped them to work as good as they should yet. But we are definitely glad to see you. Making sure that we're doing a check in.
You know, that's so, and I appreciate you being this new journey on how y'all were able to kind of like just since the very beginning, because not every our and you just so great spirit, beautiful your amen. Podcast is amazing, and it's just nothing around women who doing parents for that.
Oh, well, what she said was, we have started with her on this journey. She appreciate us because we actually know who she really is, and we do, and she's amazing. All right, she is an amazing person. So, despite on what anyone says in the comments or anyone throws at her, she is grateful that she was able to meet us, to be part of our show. We're grateful that she's able to jump in. I'm sure I'll be seeing a lot of her because she is an amazing lady, and we definitely keep in touch. And okay, that she's having a break from everything at this moment and getting her life back to where it needs to be. Basically,
yeah,
that's what I said.
Yeah.
So enjoy your
pretty much it.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much that's it. Okay.
I didn't. Okay. What did you hear me?
Yeah, it's going in and out, but because you're driving, so that's fine. But we're glad that you stopped in, and we're glad that we see your smile.
Thank you. Is there anything else from me? We go over the reunion or anything?
No, we kind of see what's happening. Yeah, we kind of see what's happening. But this is what I want to tell you. We did want to get a little bit more after the reunion details more. So what we can do is revisit this again later on in the week when you are in a place where you can talk to us stably, and me and Mr. can come with you, and we can have like an interview on the aftermath after the show. What happens after the show? Would you be good for us booking that for you, so you can give your side? Okay, so whatever day next week, just call me later this week, later, and then we can set up a time. So then we actually want to see, because I want to see why. I want you to tell us why you have taken a break from social media. What impact did the show have on you? How did the reunion? How did you feel after the show and the reunion? So people can get an idea on really who you are, what happens after. So then this might help someone else prepare if they're deciding to go on to the show, if they're deciding to go into any show. You get what I'm saying? In a positive light, but real life, like the truth. Because now I know you can talk. Before we talked, you couldn't talk about everything, but now you can talk about stuff.
Yeah, but now.
Okay.
And so,
all right, so we'll schedule with you.
So I'll talk later. Thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you for stopping by. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye. Be safe. Pay attention to the road.
Thank you.
Bye. Okay, that was sweet of her to stop by. So, guys, take a don't forget, just I will post when we're going to set up an interview with her so we can do an all tell after, so we can know exactly what's going on and why is she saying that she has to have a mental disconnect break from social media. I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know because it's a way. The last time we talked to her with her mood from now, and we definitely can tell. So me and Mr. Costa's going to sit down and have a one-on-one interview exclusively and see exactly what she has to tell us, because now we can talk and she can really tell us exactly what happened. And yeah, because we already know here it was a hot mess. So I can imagine. Can you imagine what they went through with people that they don't even know? That would be a real mess. And Mr. Costa been on, she's on Reality Girl, so I can imagine. But hers was sweet. It seemed like it was really sweet when I watched some of the show, maybe.
I don't know what you watched. Well, okay.
But that'll be something that we look forward to setting that up with her. So let's get in so we can wrap up this part. Well, let's go in and see.
Girlfriend, you were telling me, I wish things could have been different with us. And so to hear you have a girlfriend, that's amazing. Congratulations. Good for you.
Thank you.
I wish you the best.
Appreciate that.
So I want you guys to put in the comments. Do you actually think these people come on this show and don't have someone at home? Do you?
I mean, I'm sure they're seeing somebody.
Oh, Miss SW said, I'm sorry, we weren't looking at the comments. We was trying to hear her. They said that they love her spirit. Yes, we do love her spirit. She's always has a good spirit. And I actually was able to meet her in Miami. And in person, her spirit is it's genuine on TV, but in person, like she gives you a fresh breath air. It's like when she, like her whole energy level is just nothing I've ever really experienced other than when I met Mr. Costa for the first time. The energy that they both bring, it's an energy power that only is given from a place so good, like it's in it, and she's just that person. It's awesome. She's an awesome young lady, very awesome young lady. All right, so now we're going. So this man had a girlfriend already. Basically, Christmas Santa had a Mrs. Claus at home. Okay, basically.
Reunion special. Cadian and Slade. Thought their search for love was over. They connected to an archery date, but somehow their connection got way off target. Check them out.
Get out my way now before you get hit.
Me and Cadian have a great connection. We get along well.
I just want to be honest with you guys. I really don't want to spend a lot of time on them. Because I'm not a fan.
Be like, hey, are we doing this for real? Because we were spending.
I don't care about their relationship. So let's skip to Randall. Okay, we're gonna skip Katie and them. I don't want to talk about them. Let's skip to Randall. It's my show. I can talk about what I want to talk about. Now I want to talk about them. Let's talk about Randall.
It's been good. I've missed you though. I've been seeing you over there with Miss Jamala. I saw her ass on YouTube. I am?
A little bit.
There's 3 women, Jamala, Janika, and Kayla. It's a triangle. It's a triangle going on in me. I can't explain how tough of a situation this is.
What's your love language?
Physical touch. All right.
Randall and I can just feel.
All right, so now let's just talk about it. What do you think, Mr. Consul, about Randall's connections with Jamala, Miss Sean, and what's the other young lady's name?
Trinika.
No, that's Sean.
Oh.
Jamala, Sean, and what's up? Kayla.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your thoughts?
Well, I think he's a pushover. So that's the sad part about it. So I really don't have thoughts because I feel bad because he seems like a pushover.
Well,
so I don't think he can stand 10 toes down on anything, honestly. And he's not a man's man with all of these strong beings. I don't think he stood a chance in speaking up because he didn't have a voice. I can't relate to a man who does not have a voice. So you would have to speak on that because he don't have a voice.
Well,
to me, none of it.
Well, I met Randall as well in person. It was in Miami. He's so nice. He's so nice, and he's a wonderful guy. He's going to be wonderful for someone's daughter when God prepares him for that. But neither one of those women, because as I feel like that all of those women were a little bit more mature mental wise for what it is that he needs. I think he just needs to date and enjoy life. Those women, you're right. He didn't have a voice, and it basically seemed like that young lady pushed him to be her man. Like, you're gonna do this over here, you're gonna do this over here, and you're gonna be over here, and then you just all you're gonna be wherever we want you to be until his brother showed up. Tell your brother that I said, hey, yeah. That brother was something else. That brother needed to be on somebody's show. But the brother had to come and talk for Randall. The brother. And Randall and Rara, you know, Miss Monica got a soft spot for you. But none of those women are for you. They're nowhere near you. And I know your mama told you the same thing. So we're just going to let that stay right there. So that's why they were on the side of the couches and she was saying one thing and he was saying another, and they're not together because that was never meant to be. All right? That was never meant to be. That wasn't a match. Okay? It wasn't a match at all. Mr. Constance Sean had nothing to say about it. So
Let me get my stuff. Excuse me.
What? Let me ask you this. Looking at this clip, you and Jamala in a heated discussion. Tell me about that.
Jamala was just being Jamala and telling me exactly how it felt.
It was more of like a boundary for me.
What boundaries were crossed?
At that time, from what we discussed, it was his opportunity to let Kayla know like how he was going to move forward in the process. So in that moment.
So while he and Kayla were having a conversation, you came in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Whose room was it?
It's my room. My issue was that she burst in like that. I have an opportunity to do anything.
As opposed to letting you handle it the way you want to.
Whatever happens, I need to be able to do that. You get what I'm saying?
Could have said in that moment, you know what? I want to take this house moment and explore these options. And I would have said, be great. Be great, bro.
Kayla? What you laughing at?
Just hilarious. Because
What do you?
if that was the case, then why did you do the whole, oh, I'm taking my stuff, I'm leaving this room, and do the whole, like, create that moment?
Because he didn't do that. I just said he did not communicate that to me.
You said,
Don't speak on
you're
me.
in the process.
Don't even speak on me. Speak on Randall.
Like, I can speak on whatever I want.
Okay, but don't
You're
speak
gonna
on
deal
me.
with it.
No,
That's
no,
what you're
no,
gonna
no. I'm
do.
not going to deal with nothing.
Like I said, if
Don't
she was
understand
so
whoever you
secure, she would have allowed Randall to do him in the house
You're not gonna tell me
versus
what I
chasing
need
him
to
around
do.
and following him around and having
Here
a
we
temper
go.
tantrum because he was connecting with his other connections. But that's
Was
not
he?
what she did. And
She
then
was
to say,
holding
oh, I
him
don't
by
want
the
to leave the
neck.
process.
And let's just be real about that.
Sweetie, I practice a lot of restraint.
And I did too. I did as well. I showed you
That's
my
Sean.
respected you even when we were having
Here
a
we
temper
go.
tantrum because he was connecting with his other connections. But
Was
that's not
he?
what she did. And
She
then to
was
say,
holding
oh, I
him
don't
by
want
the
to leave the
neck.
process.
And let's just be real about that.
Sweetie, I practice a lot of restraint.
And I did too. I did as well. I showed you my
Never
respect.
respected you even when we were
Yes,
in the
you
room.
have. You know, I can love and like off camera, honey.
They all
No, you're
You don't even claim you outside of it.
You need a muzzle. You can put a muzzle on this little boy.
Like,
Now,
stop.
please.
Like, let's be very clear. Get it, boo. Get it, boo. Get it, boo.
Whoa! I would like to hear what Randall has to say. Please.
No,
Randall.
that's not cool.
This was the house.
This was in the
No,
house.
it wasn't. We did not argue about anything at the house.
It
Let's be
wasn't
clear.
arguments. But what I'm saying is there's a lot of tension. And did I handle this well? Absolutely not. I didn't make the efficient time for Kayla. I didn't go out of my way to do things. Once I got frustrated, I shut down too. I can't blame her for saying what she's saying or Trinity. You know what I'm saying? Or Jamala either. You know, I'm in the house for 3 beautiful days and I gotta make time for all of them. Not the easiest situation to navigate.
The lady's personalities are too strong for him.
Seriously, he does.
He's uncomfortable.
He's uncomfortable because he's not a man to make a decision.
That's true. Where are we now?
Oh, that's what she had said. She said that Randall was uncomfortable because he wasn't a man. He's not man enough to make the decision. All right. Matthias, give my mom his wallet. That what you feel? That's what you were saying? Yeah, that's what they feel. Randall. Now look, you're gonna have to get it together. Letting these women work around here try to run you. Okay? Take some time and just date. Find you a better pick. You got time. It's okay. You don't need to find love today or tomorrow. Take your time and let God bless you with that princess that you deserve because you was a good man. And let me tell you what happens to good men that rush into relationships with women that God did not pick for them. They end up with some mess. Leave that mess where that mess belong. Okay, don't be one of them good men that let the wrong woman damage you, and then when the right woman come along, you can't accept her because you've been taunted by these other wrong women because you in a hurry to find love. You okay? You got time. Sit back and let Lord do the work. Sit back and let him do the work, and trust me, he can bring you what you need. Okay? See, when you old like me, Miss Monica, the Lord already did the work for me one time. This time is my thing because he may be moving too slow, and I'm half 100. I got it. I got to move fast for him, help him out. But you got time. Take your time. Okay, don't just be with anybody because they got a skirt tail, and they weave is fixed half the time. Take your time. Okay, take your time. You want to give Randall a message, Mr. Costa?
I already did.
I don't know, figuring it out.
Come on, where are you
Figuring it
guys?
out.
Figuring it out.
What is the term?
Don't
figuring
figure it out with
mean?
her.
Are we dating other people?
Process. And you say you have to give all your connections to that.
Explore all your
You
options.
got to explore all of them. So that's what I'm trying to do.
So are we still exploring our options? These two ladies as well?
I mean, I've been out with them.
Been out with them. Let me ask you this, Kate. Where are you in your connection with right now?
You know, just seeing what happens with it.
You're gonna tell me y'all figured it out?
No.
Okay. Has it strengthened since the journey?
Oh, for sure.
Well, listen, I wish all
Oh,
of y'all the best. And Randall, I hope you figure the square.
Oh, no, Chinika's not in that.
She's like, I'm straight. Dealing with that bull.
Me and Randall, we have an understanding. I jokingly tell Randall he likes to play in traffic. And I'm in a season where I'm playing in traffic too, baby. I just dated a whole bunch of men. But we're cool in everything. And that's that.
All right. Hope you figure out what is the best connection for you. I hope you figure that part out. So I wish you well. Coming up, we're putting the spotlight on Mike and Brandy and finding out if their love is still going strong or they had a
Right now.
Yeah. Marriage.
Just looking for the, you know,
man.
when I initially saw, I was like, who is that?
all right. So we're gonna be ending it here with Mike and Brandy. So we got a few little comments about this, like these strawberries and things like that. Okay, and yeah. So let's just get into it. Mr. Costa, go ahead and tell us about the strawberries.
I mean, they got that at the top. That's not that he's for the streets.
So we guys want you guys to put in the comments. Do you think that Mike is for the streets? And do you think that Mike, this is the topic, and this is how we're gonna start. This is how we start the topic, this is how we're gonna end it. Because we didn't saw enough. We're gonna wrap it up with this Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm gonna give you guys a quick look, not Love and Marriage Huntsville. What I'm talking about, Ready to Love. I'm gonna give you guys my little sauce up on how I sauced up the whole season. But we're gonna talk about these strawberries. If you think that those strawberries came from Strawberry Lake, put it in the comments. Okay. All right. That's what we're gonna end this with. All right. So the end of the show, Miss Monica's opinion, my opinion on it for entertainment purposes only. Okay. This was a horrible season. It was very horrible. It was very disturbing to watch the reunion with all of the BITCHs, slappings, the taking off the jackets, want to fight. All of this displaying on Uncle Thomas time and dying. Okay? Mm-hmm. It's just not what the show started off representing. You're not going there to make friends. You're going there, it's a dating show. Ready to love, not ready to have the best friend in the world, not ready for all of that. That's what the show is called. People, when you're signing up, the new shows, Dallas, Texas, please represent us out here in Texas, okay? Because H-Town did a wonderful job. It wasn't all of this shenanigans. I mean, they had their drama, but they still kept it classy. Come on, let's do better. When you know better, do better. When you know better, do better. Okay? This is not.
Well, they might not know better.
If you don't know better, then stop. Don't get on TV until you do. Okay? Don't get on TV until you do. All right? Because this right here, Miami was a hot stomping ground of a mess. This just was a mess. Come on, let's do better. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's just my opinion and my advice. Some real advice. You might not like what I'm saying. I really don't care. But listen, do better. This is Ready to Love. Okay? I'm watching the show that Ray J is doing. You might want to go over there. because the name sounds better for what you guys were doing, but not Ready to Love. Mm-mm. Okay, Mr. Costa, the last words for this, please, people.
Hey guys, remember that Samson Claus is coming to town, so you better not pout. And
The Costa got jokes, y'all.
ensure, and Dominica, like, I'm not gonna say this on this platform, but I'm gonna lead to it and you can catch on it. Always, always have, when you go on television, ask a stylist before they do your hair if they've done hair for television. You ask a makeup artist, and so those things don't happen. And I hated it because I've heard it on other people's shows asking what's wrong, what happened to that girl's hair, and I hate that because it did not go over well on camera. That's it. That hairstylist should be ashamed. You don't do that to women. That's it. Peace and blessings.
Okay. Now, we did tell you guys that we were going to give you 30 minutes of Ready to Love. No, we said an hour. The real, what is it we're doing? Love and Marriage Huntsville. I get so confused. I'm really overworked, guys. Love and Marriage Huntsville. We're gonna take a little break, but we're gonna stay right here in this room. We're gonna give you guys about 25-30 minutes of a review so we can just be caught up for next week of Love
We
and
might
Marriage.
not need to take a break because we kind of behind.
Well, we can just talk about it. Mr. Costa's gonna have to talk about it, guys. I'm just gonna be honest
Oh,
with
you know what? I forgot. Oh,
I didn't
God.
watch it. I didn't watch it.
I forgot.
We
So,
can go into it. Okay, let's do this. Let's just stay on. Go into it. She said, "Do you right?" Poor D'Amica, like.
yeah,
let me pull it up real quick, and we can watch the first 15 minutes and talk about it from there. So hold on, give me a second.
oh, we don't have to. We can just talk about it.
Well, I ain't seen it. I don't know what we're talking about.
Oh, I
You
gotta
seen
eat.
it? You ain't seen
Like,
it?
I love y'all, but I am quite famished.
What you
Monica got an extra hour on me. It's 6:33 here. You got an extra hour on me.
I got an extra hour. It's all the same time.
It's 5:33 at your time. So by the time we
watch the
do
show at
this,
7. The same.
yeah, no, and I'm saying by the time we do this, and then I try to eat and iron my kids' clothes. By the time we do all of that, like, I'm gonna be behind.
Well, can you give us a recap of what happened since you watched it? I did not.
I hate that. I hate that you didn't see it.
You know what I've been doing?
You've been working. And I need you to work just in case I need to borrow some money.
I'm trying to take a flight.
I'm joking, girl. I'm joking.
I'm trying to go to the restaurant.
Okay. So this is really what was popping. We all know what happened on last week. However, this week, guess who was in the link that didn't need to be in the link, but people don't understand? Kiki. So Kiki and Mel look like Kiki was helping Mel pack up her stuff. And you know, Mel is always packing the stuff. She's saying she gets hungry earlier than you.
I'm cooking right now. What you cooking, girl?
No, we're on different time zones. That's what I'm saying. Like, literally, it's 6:30 here. For Monica, it's 5:30. And we're on different time zones. And my food is cold. Like, I gotta heat it up. Like, but we're on different time zones than each other. She's Central. I'm Eastern. That's really what I'm saying. But yeah. And tomorrow's school. Okay, so there, Mel and old girl in there packing up Mel's supplies. Y'all know Mel.
Mhm.
Everybody, Mel put everybody to work, honey.
Mhm.
Everybody goes to her work when you come through. When Mel packing up her money. Okay, so guess what Marcel wanted to do, Monica? Blackmail Kiki. So Monica, do you remember?
What?
Okay, look, you remember when Marceau was with their whole family when they was trying to get them reality TV show? Y'all know
Yeah.
this is allegedly, but this is what I think. When they all were together and they were sitting at that table and Kiki was on one side and Marceau was on the other, and Marceau said, say it, go ahead, say it, say
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Mhm.
Okay, so let's go back to this. Say it, want to. He was gonna tell about Kiki being addicted to prescription pills. So what she did was kind of get ahead of it this past episode and told on herself.
So
So
that's
she
so that's why they didn't let her come to her. They didn't want her to come to the house and said she was addicted to people.
telling them to lock up their their medicine cabinet
Oh wow,
because she
that's
might take
that,
the pills.
that's shady. That's too much.
So Mel confirmed it, like, yeah, they did say lock up your cabinet, like, you know, blah, blah, blah. And so I'm like, God, dog, like, why was y'all gonna do that? So that was the situation from last season when he was saying, say it, and because he was gonna blackmail her if she said something about them. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, so that was real messed up. And they really shouldn't have told Mel about that girl being addicted to prescription drugs. She had got out of rehab. So my thing is, if okay now, that's all the concern needs to be about this black woman is that black woman is okay. What are your thoughts? What say you?
That's shiesty. That's horrible. That's horrible. That's horrible that they. That's horrible that they even trying to use that. That he tried to use that against her. And you're right. You shouldn't have went over there telling that woman's business like that. You know. And then I could just hear how the conversation went. Oh, girl, oh no, I know I got kids. I don't want her going in my bathroom getting my pills and all that. And Mark said, "Yeah, no." And then that just makes me think. That just puts Tisha continually to put her down here with me for her to do that. That's why she don't want them friends. She don't want Mel and friends with her because she was the one that was wrong.
Okay.
So she was wrong. That's not cool.
I would never do that to anybody.
No, you don't do that. You just be going around telling people business like that. This is a gossiping train wreck. That's just a gossiping train wreck.
But that's not people business. That's freaking blood, Monica. Like,
exactly.
Here's the deal. That ain't even like down the line blood. Like, you freaking look like my mama. You know what I mean? Type of mess. Miss Wanda and your cousin look alike. Like, literally, you can tell that all three of y'all are family. I can't look at someone who looks like of me and just put them out there on Front Street. And the only way that I'm gonna put you out there is if I'm trying to get you help and that person knows something I don't know that we can get you the help you need. That's it.
Yeah, that's
wrong.
Yeah, that's just not cool. I'm sorry. That's not cool.
Well, that was that.
All right. So what about Mark? Let's get to the Mark.
Billy Bob, honey. Don't remember that you say that. Billy Bob, honey. So they were talking about how Billy Bob's real headstrong and strong-willed, and he asked. So Billy Bob came in with them asking them about the scuffle. What did I hear about the scuffle? Then so Maurice like, what are you talking about? I don't know what you mean, like blah blah blah. So then Maurice starts saying, well, it's social media, and then Billy Bob says social media is amping us all up, and I'm thinking, no, you are getting on your own from what your brothers are saying.
Yeah.
So Billy Bob, he started speaking on. They were like, well, you know, you spoke on Van. He was like, yeah, but we were together. So he's saying you do not come to my house and you just a friend. And now I'm like, I beg to differ because I have male friends. And I ain't trying to do nothing with them, nor are they trying to do nothing with me. That's called friendship.
Friendship.
That's
Yeah.
what friendship is. So I'm quite confused, Billy Bob. Then Billy Bob threw it out there and said friends don't buy other friends plane rides. I think he meant plane ticket, but you know, he is Billy Bob. And I was like, again, yes, they do. Also, friends have done some things for me, and I've done things for them. I threw my friend a whole party.
Okay, so what the point is?
Party
Trying to say
anybody know the grill in Atlanta? You know that wasn't given $2 to throw her this event at the grill. So people do that, Billy Bob. But see, Billy Bob doesn't do that. Billy Bob doesn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what Billy Bob said, Monica?
What did he say?
He said he is definitely not going to be the bigger person. He said, see, y'all don't talk to women like that, but I come at them. I get with them. He said, whatever energy the women give, hold on, let me tell you how he said, whatever energy the woman give, I'm going to give too. Like Billy Bob, stop telling people you're bisexual. Billy Bob is definitely allegedly gay. I'm not. Vanessa, you ain't have no business with Billy Bob. Because Billy Bob allegedly is supposed to be bisexual, but my opinion, I'm on. Go ahead, Monica. Billy Bob said he gonna get with him. That's basically.
I'm trying to understand. Just because she said that she didn't send the Coke bottle with the name, she didn't do it. That's taking all this energy is what I'm trying to get to understand. So Billy Bob just really trying to get some money because he wants to start telling people to pay him for visits and shows and he want to go to TMZ. Don't nobody care. Basically, you ain't that Scott brother.
TMZ doesn't care about Love and Marriage Huntsville. It hasn't made it there yet. Okay, they haven't made it there yet. Okay,
he needs to sit down.
They're trying to get that, but Billy Bob, they're not TMZ worthy as of yet. I'm not saying they're never going to be, but they haven't made it quite there. You know, where TMZ is checking for Love and Marriage Huntsville people. They're just not. So I don't know what Billy Bob doing, but Billy Bob was definitely giving for what, for why. For why did y'all give him airtime? For why did y'all allow him to walk in here and still say the same crap that he was saying? For why? And Van. It's okay if that absolutely happened. It's okay. But just don't let this type of stuff happen again. Allegedly. All right. So that was it. He's saying he's not gonna do no boundaries. They asked him, remember they did the meeting last week for the boundaries. He said he's not gonna do it.
So basically he's just gonna continue to cut up and act a nut throughout the whole season until as long as someone is entertaining him and he can get out and on any platform to act a nut, then that's what he's gonna do. So I'm just going to put this out here to everyone that may be listening, any other bloggers. Stop giving this man a platform to be foolish and to degrade women, because that's what he does. And better yet, degrading himself. Stop. I'm just saying, my opinion don't matter. Okay, so basically we're gonna stop it up here because we have to get into our sophisticated shade night. So we gotta go regroup. Mr. Casa already mad at me talking about she hungry. My child sitting over here sending me smoke signals. He hungry. He over here with tears. He hungry.
He's hungry too.
I'm on a diet, so I don't care about being eaten. I'm good. So I guess I gotta go feed the child. So Costa gotta go feed her babies and iron clothes and Yeah, see, I don't iron clothes. Like I just be like, get up, boy. Here, throw these clothes in the dryer real quick. Let the dryer get me. Go on to school.
Hey, everybody do it different.
I used to do that when I was little. My grandma used to make me iron my clothes for the week because we're from the country. I'm from Mississippi, so this is something we had to do every Saturday morning. Like I was like, what? I need to play. Why I gotta iron these clothes, grandma? Every last piece. So I don't. My baby's 8 anyway, so he can't iron. And I'm
Yes, he can.
no, I'm not trusting.
When those kids change their mind, I can have one of them come in here. If you change your mind about what you put out on today, because everybody knows you put your 5 things out that you want to wear and you sit them there so they can be out. If you change your mind on Wednesday, then you on your own.
And my baby,
he take that ironing board out and they take the iron out and they iron.
He don't care about picking his clothes yet. Like he's not at that stage, so it's whatever I give him is fine with him. So he's just like, okay, mom, whatever.
I ain't gonna give a crap either, but I ain't picking out nobody's clothes. Go get your clothes. You grown. You big boy.
We ain't made it yet. Okay,
you big boy. Matthias gonna have to come here for a couple of weeks. Matthias, you a big boy, just like those boys were folding them clothes and washing them clothes today. Matthias is a big boy.
He's a big boy, but he's mama.
Look at that mama, baby.
So therefore, I'm about to go do what Mr. Costa about to do, and I'm going to go put some clothes in the washer. Because I've been working.
I know, see?
Hours. So I have not had time to do that this week, and I just thought about it since she said it. So I need to go put some clothes in the washer. I'm gonna make sure my oldest son, 21-year-old, just went to get the baby some food. So then he gonna eat. I'm gonna grab me something to eat so I can grab me a drink. I'm finna make the link for our show, post it. Guys, we'll see you here at our normal hour in an hour and a half, ready for the Real Housewives of Potomac. We're going to watch it together like we normally do. We're going to get into it. And yeah, that's what's about to happen. Okay, so we thank you guys for joining in on this quick live. All right, because it was a quick thing, because we just wanted to talk about the shenanigans. And thank you.
And we'll add to the shenanigans of Love and Marriage Huntsville this upcoming week.
At our normal time. And if you guys can notice, I have changed my new segment. Now it is All Talk RT. All right, so that's what we'll be doing it on. And our Bravo girls on Sundays like normal. And we'll see you guys shortly in a little bit. Thank you for watching us, and we will see you guys in a few minutes.
Bye. Love you.